New Zealand has some of the most beautiful rivers and lakes in the world, and we need your help to keep them that way.
One way that freshwater pests can be transferred between waterways is on recreational items that you use in the water, everything from boats to boots. And once these pests are in the water, they can have a detrimental effect on wildlife in our rivers and lakes and the quality of the recreational experience our waterways offer.
Because it only takes one pair of tramping boots or a wet life jacket to give a hitchhiking freshwater pest a ride to a new location where it can establish and cause damage.
Now, John deals with pest species in our waterways and he's seen some of the harm they can cause. Now, we're talking about Didymo, or what some people call rock snot, aren't we?
Not just Didymo, Lance. That's had a high profile in recent years, but there are plenty of other pests invading our fresh waterways. Megarocyphon is a fast-growing freshwater weed. It grows up to 5 metres tall, forming dense mats which block waterways and displace native plants. It's a major problem in hydroelectric dams and can block irrigation and drainage systems. Hornwort is found in still and flowing waters, growing to depths of 16 metres in clear deep lakes. New plants can form from each piece of the easily broken stems, and its dense growth crowds out native species. Hydrilla is an oxygen weed that can grow up to 9 metres tall in still or slow flowing fresh water. It's spread mainly through stem fragments which are easily transported to other waterways by machinery, boats, trailers or nets. At present, it's only found in 4 Hawke's Bay lakes, but once established is virtually impossible to get rid of, once again forming dense mats which clog waterways. And of course, as we mentioned at the start, there's our most invasive alga, Didymo. In bloom it forms thick brown mats that smother rocks, submerged plants and other materials. It can clog irrigation and hydroelectric systems, and frankly, it's an unsightly mess that can seriously harm the enjoyment of activities such as fishing and boating.
Now, that's just a few of the main pest species we're up against, but where they do establish, everyone has a part to play in ensuring they don't spread, spoiling our fishing, our swimming, our tramping, anything that people enjoy doing on the water. But if someone's out and about travelling between different waterways, how do they know which ones have pests and which haven't?
Look, sometimes it's impossible to tell just by looking. So the best idea is simply to treat all water you've just left as if it does have pests, and all water you're entering as if it doesn't.
A nice simple rule of thumb, and it's pretty simple to remember what to do after you've left the water too.
Yep. The Check Clean Dry program was established when it was realised just how quickly Didymo was spreading. And it's still the easiest and most effective way for anyone to stop Didymo and other freshwater pests in their tracks.
Okay, so first up, before you leave a river or lake, check anything that's been in the water. Your boat, fishing gear, vehicle, boat trailer, boots, anything. And remove and leave any debris at the site, not back in the water or down the drain. That's not going to help. But hold on, if we're talking about things too small to see, how can we check for those?
Well, no we can't. We're just starting by removing anything we can see, which could be a pest or harbour microscopic pests like Didymo.
And are there any things that need particular attention?
The underside of vehicles and tyre wells are one, inside your boat or kayak, swimwear and towels, and water toys like lilos or inflatable dinghies.
Alright, you've checked and you've removed any obvious visible debris from your equipment, your vehicle, your clothing. Now you clean it. And you can do that here or at home, just so long as it's clean before using another waterway. And we're not just talking a hose down with water, are we?
No, that's right. Water by itself won't kill pests. Cleaning must be done with a solution of water and 5% of a suitable cleaner like dishwashing liquid, salt, nappy cleaner or antiseptic hand cleaner. These are all items that can be found at your local supermarket or your home. Now a 5% mixture is 500 mils or 2 cups of the cleaner with water added to make 10 litres.
And how accurate do you need to be?
As long as the mixture is at least 5% cleaning solution, that's all you need to worry about. You can't overdo it when it comes to the effectiveness of the solution.
So, if in doubt, err on the side of caution.
That's correct. And we also need to think about the environment. So we recommend using biodegradable cleaning products wherever possible. And it's also important to make sure that your wastewater isn't dumped directly into a drain that leads to a waterway or a waterway itself.
All items that have been in contact with the water have to be thoroughly cleaned, and there are several ways to kill Didymo, so it's a matter of choosing the most practical treatment for your situation, as well as one that won't adversely affect your gear.
Hard surfaces can be sprayed and scrubbed with the solution, while absorbent items like ropes, mats, life jackets and boots should be soaked and scrubbed, all for at least 1 minute.
Cleaning the inside of vessels is almost more important than cleaning the outside. Don't neglect areas like carpets and mats, bilges and anchor ropes.
And just as importantly, you must clean boots, life jackets, water toys or other gear. And remember, anything that's been in the water must be cleaned.
Now you might think it's not practical to be carrying cleaning solution around with you if you're, say, out tramping and need to clean your boots. Obviously you're not going to have a hose and bucket with you.
Well, no, but you could carry a plastic bag with sufficient cleaning solution already in it and simply add the required amount of water from the waterway to clean your boots in.
You'll have to leave any rinsing off until you enter the next waterway where the cleaning solution will wash off. Don't rinse your gear in the waterway you've just left. Now there will be times when cleaning just isn't practical, so the next important step is drying.
Drying alone will kill Didymo, but even slightly moist Didymo can survive for months. So to ensure the Didymo cells are dead by drying, an item must be completely dry to the touch, inside and out. Then left to dry for at least another 48 hours before using back in the water.
Planning your trip carefully can also help you avoid spreading freshwater pests. For example, using only one waterway per weekend will enable enough time between trips for most of your equipment to be completely dry. However, you will have to clean anything made from absorbent material like life jackets and boat carpets.
Well, that's the minimum requirements for protecting our lakes and rivers from the spread of freshwater pests.
Yeah, it's not comprehensive, and there's more info on the MAF Biosecurity New Zealand website, including more specific cleaning instructions for everything from gravel extractors to whitebait nets, even pets.
Ideally, you'll check, clean, dry every time you leave a river or lake. A bit like putting on your seatbelt every time you drive.
And by ensuring you check, clean and dry when you move between waterways, you're playing a valuable role in protecting our rivers and lakes now and for future generations.